It's wonderful to be here today. Everybody say this: owning my own business.
Owning my own business.
All right, now let me, by show of hands, see how many of you here would like to do that. Look at the hands, man. Everybody, even the young people got their hands up. Everybody's hand is up. Everybody wants to own their own business. Wow. Isn't that something? We are in an economic crisis in this country. We are in a downward economic spiral. Is that a cell phone? Somebody turn the phones off, please. We are in a downward economic spiral. And guess what, family? It's not getting ready to get any better anytime soon.
All right.
Okay? In fact, I was just reading an article last night about the housing market. How the housing market may very well take another 2 decades before it bounces back. I didn't say another 2 years. I said another 2 decades. In fact, one of the economists in the article that I was reading said he doubts if he will see the housing market rebound within his lifetime. We are in a horrible economic situation. I'm not going to try to act like I know that much about finance and stuff, but based on what I'm reading, the S&P is down like low, hasn't been this low since like 1977. You know, now for those, y'all know what S&P is? Standard & Poor's, right? Okay, now what is Standard & Poor's? Minister Stewart says it's just an index. Okay, and what does that mean?
It's an index of certain companies where they're measured the growth of a company or the growth of the country.
So it's like a measuring rod, so to say, to determine the growth or success or the demise of a situation economically, you know? Well, y'all, that ain't looking good. Okay? And how do we survive in this downward economic spiral? I was just reading also, some dude there having a fit with for, I think, stealing something like $50 billion. Just read it, I can't remember the guy's name, but how people, all these people had trusted him, and he just, hey, what can I tell you? See, we talk about black on black crime a lot. What kind of crime is that? White collar crime. Where is it going to leave us? A lot of our people are employees. Let me say that again. A lot of our people are employees. Many of us were raised to be employees. We were taught, go to school, get a good education so you can get a good job. We were taught that. You know, I don't remember too many people saying to me as a young child, you know, go to school, learn what you need to learn so you can own your own business. I don't remember that being said to me too much. In fact, long before it was said to me, and I'm a little excited about giving this talk today because I'm not just talking from research, not just talking from experience, I'm talking from the depths of my spirit. Right. Okay, because long before anybody even told me about owning my own business, I did that. Look at the person next to you and say, this is something that got to be in you. I mean, you really got to have this in you to do this. You follow what I'm saying? I remember as a child, man, You know, I was about 9 years old, 8 or 9 years old, maybe even a little younger than that. I think about 8 or 9 years old. Yeah, about that. 7, 8 or 9, somewhere in there. I remember we were downtown Newark, New Jersey at Bamberger's. The store used to be called Bamberger's. And I wanted a toy. And I asked my mother for it. And she said, no, I can't have it because we didn't have the money for it. And even at that age, that did something to me. When she said, no, you can't have that because we don't have the money. Something in my little childish mind at that point said, that's not going to happen again.
Right.
Y'all follow what I'm saying?
Yes,
I went back, when we got back home, I asked my uncle for a quarter. And he gave me a quarter. I went to the corner store and bought a can of shoe polish. A couple of cans of shoe polish. I think they're about nickel a can at that time. Black and brown shoe polish, and got me a couple of pieces of wood and a hammer and nail and built me a little shoe shine box. Got one of my uncle's belts and took a nail and hammered one end on one and took the hammer the other nail, other end of the belt on another for a shoulder strap. Took my couple of rags, old towels, and a couple of cans of polish and shoe shine box strapped on my shoulder at 8 years old, walking down the street of Newark, New Jersey. Proud as I don't know what. Got downtown to Broad and Market Street, there was a hot dog stand called Needix there. That was my business. Little boy, nobody told me to do this. I just never wanted to hear my mother say again, you can't have that.
All right.
You follow what I'm saying? And I got my first shine, I'll never forget it. First shine, boom, 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 man gave me 50 cents. My first 50 cents that I made for myself. I said, oh, I like this. I even played hooky from school some days, man. Don't y'all young people try that though, okay? But I'm sharing with you the excitement, the exhilaration, the joy of producing your own.
Yes. Yes.
I said, man, this is cool. And I'd go down there, and if it wasn't raining, I was down there at Phoenix, and some days, y'all, I made $15, $20 as a little boy. Many days I'd take that money back home to my mother and say, here, you know, it's got to be in you.
Yes.
Y'all got something to write with?
Yes.
Good, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of information today. I was going to put what I'm going to read on the screen, but it would slow me down. It would cut my teaching time in half to do, or I double it actually. Everybody trying to read what I'm saying. So just listen carefully. I'll tell you to write this down and highlight certain things. The first thing I need to get clear in your head is this. What is an entrepreneur? What is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is someone who envisions, first of all, you got to have a vision. Then you organize, then you manage, and assume the risk of a business or enterprise. Everybody say this, an entrepreneur is an agent of change.
Is an agent of change.
You gotta understand that the whole purpose of becoming an entrepreneur is to change your circumstances. Okay? Entrepreneurship is the process of discovering new ways of combining your resources for personal and or economic gain. That's what entrepreneurship is. Finding a way to take your resources. And when I say resources, I don't necessarily mean money. Resources can be your skill, your knowledge, okay? Your environment, your home, your property. Anything can be resource.